Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, whatever time of day it is for you. My name is KewlImp, Justin, and a whole other host of names that, I'm never really gonna say. This is another video in my series for the 75 Days of Kingdom Hearts, and I tried to script it, but I can't get it to script right because I think this is something I just have to do. I can't just script what I'm going to say because it's kind of a personal thing, and because it's one of those personal things, I definitely wanted to go ahead and speak about it from like the heart, and so you'll know it's going to be a little bit like my older video. So with that said, I want to talk about what Kingdom Hearts means to me. It means a lot to me, mostly because it was one of those games, because I'm a big Square Enix fan, especially from back in the day when they were just Square. And because of that, I have a very sentimental attachment to that company. Regardless of how good the work is, regardless of how bad it is, it's just something that's always gotten my attention, and I want to keep coming back to them. I really do. And because of that, when they announced Kingdom Hearts, I'm like, okay, ambitious, super ambitious. And the game came out a lot better than expected. Now, I recently had a conversation with my little brother. By little, I mean he is 12 and a half months younger than I am. So little is more of a subjective term rather than a literal one. I think he still has about 25 pounds on me too. One of the things that I continue to play the games after he did, he had an issue with the keyblades not actually resembling swords, where I had no issue with that. I enjoyed the stories for what they were, sat down and played them all the way through, and when I got done, I went back and I played them through on Proud Mode. And when not Birth by Sleep, and when Chain of Memories came out, I sat down and I played Chain of Memories all the way through. I think back then I didn't actually was able to afford the cartridge, so I acquired the game, is my phrasing for it, and I'm gonna leave it there for you to assume what I've done. So because of that, I wanted to continue to play the games, and then during this in-between time, I moved up to New Jersey for a little while because I wanted to like chase my roots, or however I wanted to describe it. Even at 20, I was having basically a midlife crisis. I wanted to find myself, and while I was up there, my PlayStation 2, my old fat body PlayStation 2, got destroyed because someone tried to, instead of turning it on and ejecting the disc, they decided they would just try and rip the cover of the disc off, the ejector off, and it broke the PlayStation. So they figured they had to go into the back, and they cut the ribbon that turned on the power. So I literally had to disassemble my PlayStation 2 about 3 months before returning home, and Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. So I went to one of my friends, and I'm like, okay, here's what I want to do. I want to play Kingdom Hearts 2 when it comes out, but you know what happened up in Jersey? Can I borrow your PS2? She's like, yeah, I just want to be able to play the game after you're done with it. And to be honest, I held on to that game, her PlayStation 2, way longer than I should have. Now, funny side story to that, we got married, and that same PlayStation 2 is sitting in our living room, which brings me just a little bit of joy when I'm thinking about it. So it's had a part of my life for a very long time. And when you're 19 years old and you have a great game that comes out, you want it to continue to be there. So I just wanted to share that with people because I thought it was something interesting. And this is supposed to be more than just speculation and theory and wish list and things like that. So whatever time of day it is for you, good night, good evening, and may joy be to you all. And now I'm going to do my advertising thing. If you want to support the channel, please click on my links for Patreon. It is set up per monthly rather than per creation, because if you donate it per creation, you're going to be donating a lot to me. Now, I personally don't mind that. I just want people to know the risk, and it's easier to do it by month than by a by month instead of by the creation. I also have links to my Twitch and my Twitter in the links below. And please feel welcome to join my Discord. For the most part, it is more or less unmoderated, as long as you're not dropping spoilers in the non-spoiler channels, which is everyone but one. I'm cool with that. So with that said, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may joy be to you all.